I'm only 27 and I'm only getting better if I haven't passed.
It's week 6 of the National Football League, and we'll see Bijan Robinson, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. The action is only moments away. All that and more coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in their team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator, the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground, a running back. Taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Short throw caught by Bowers. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. To the air goes Daniels. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. O'Shane Zimenez drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. And this pass caught by Gray. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he floats one there, incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Stroud. Steps away. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The visitors' offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They go play action. Daniels. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And it is caught downfield by Harrison. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The numbers for Benson in last week's ball game. 19 carries, 69 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
On the quick, right?
Now Stroud. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The throwing again is Stroud. And his pass incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Here's Stroud. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Short throw caught by Bowers. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That one taken in by Neighbors. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Daniels. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harrison. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing now is Stroud. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Williams, a man in motion right. Stroud to throw it. Open man here is Benson. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And Stroud now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Harrison. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. This 2nd and 4. Here's Daniels. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing now is Daniels. That is caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Robinson up the middle, taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A give up the middle with Benson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Santos' kick is up and through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The visitors' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They run over center with Benson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He was probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Stroud. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. 20. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Carolina getting set to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
A give. Here comes Benson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. York on now for the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The Panthers about ready to take over. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Stroud working out of the gun.
That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
Play action. Stroud now. He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Stroud looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Carolina Panther.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Jordan Davis
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Stroud.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Powell. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Stroud. Quickly to Hawkinson.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Santos' kick is up and through, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. To the air goes Daniels. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now Daniels. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. With veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Daniels looking to throw. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans, where you see the final score there. Devin Duvernay, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, we get up to the Rocky Mountains to check on the Broncos at home in Denver. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. KJ Osborne, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And that one all tied against the visiting Steelers. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Here's Stroud. Got his man. It's Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Able to slither by. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll go again with Benson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Trey Benson, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he's run well here in the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw is Daniels. Over the middle, complete. That's Harrison. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. Handoff now to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 106 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Daniels. And it's caught. Touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, a 15-yard touchdown grab, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Stroud to throw it. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. On 1st down, it's Benson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Another run here with Benson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A handoff here to Benson. Down right around the 25. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. As Stroud now to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Nolan Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Santos' kick is up and through, and they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game, because right now the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Daniels. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Operating from the gun, Daniels. That one taken in by Neighbors. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On the draw, Robinson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stroud, open his pal, that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
That's another Panthers first down.
Back to throw. Stroud. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. The throwing again is Stroud. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Stroud completes Austin here over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Already.
On the handoff, Benson running right. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Call that a gain of 11.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
Again, it's Robinson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
That's quickly out to Harrison.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 19-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. A throw right side caught by Neighbors.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jaden Daniels,
a 3-yard touchdown run.
And this offense is running away with this one. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
He finds Austin complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Stroud looking to throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Stroud.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here goes Stroud again.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here is 3rd down and 4. To the air goes Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for our visitors, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.